Good morning to everyone. And again, really excited and appreciate the way the guys have approached this week. And it's been a good week of preparation. You guys are excited to play here back home, and we got to finish that out. Also this week, Ches found out some more information, and he'll be out for the rest of this season. And that obviously saddens really all of us. And there's nothing more important, and why guys do this is to be able to play in these games. And boy, I've appreciated the way that from the starting the process with Ches, kind of the way in the recruitment, but most when he got on campus and kind of went, and thought he gave a ton to this team, certainly in production, but a lot of other areas. And so sad about that. He's competitive, and he'll come back on it. And but just wanted to update you on that one right there. All right. Question?
Okay, we'll start with Jeff.
Yeah, Paul, I know it's early with Chez's situation, but do you have even a rough idea on how long it will take him to come back, and whether it's the spring, summer workouts, or camp?
Yeah, it is probably too early for me to speak on that, Jeff, but I think it's, certainly, it's going to be one of those where it won't be spring ball,
Colton.
Well, obviously he's been, a 3-year starter for you, but where have you seen Caesar Williams kind of take a step forward this season in his play? Because, the amount of times that quarterbacks are looking to him is starting to decrease.
Yeah, he's, I am really, really proud of and have enjoyed, sees his whole progress. And I think this last year, it's really started before this fall. I thought the way that, when he made the decision and coming back, I've loved his approach, his intentions, the way that he's worked at it. And it's been fun to see, and he's had tremendous growth really, since he came on, and, as a young freshman, and to where he's at now, and certainly given us a ton, and not just in the play, but kind of the way that he approaches it. And it's he's been fun to see play, and it's been fun for me to see how he's playing and trusting himself and playing with, I think his genuine confidence. And I think Hank and Jimmy have done a great job and kind of coaching him and helping him along the way. But it's been fun to see.
Steve.
Just first wanted to clarify with Ches, is it an ACL? And also just what have you seen from the way the other running backs have responded this week and also Saturday, not only Braylon, but some of the other guys as well?
Yeah, I thought they liked all the progress that Braylon is making and continues to make. And I think he's got a great approach to this. There's a thirst for knowledge, and, he's going to take every coaching point there is and try to apply it. And, last week and really the weeks previous have been good for the younger backs in getting more work. And, Ship has certainly been one that's, been very important to us, and we'll continue to ask more out of him. And I thought for Julius to get some meaningful game action, but more importantly, Julius was kind of the way he's been all through camp, and more importantly, as the season goes, continue to keep working. And he's been kind of working with the offense now. He started out with scout team, and I think that was really good for him. And now he's doing, last 2-3 weeks, he's been with the offense. And I think that, that's a different element to it that's been really good for him. And I've liked his approach, and certainly Jackson, it was good for him to be able to get some work. So I like the way that the group is approaching it. And I like the hunger that they have to continue to keep learning.
Back to Colton.
Paul, on a different injury front, on Monday, both guards were questionable with Furtney and Jack Nelson. What's their practice situation been like this week, and do you expect them on Saturday?
Yeah, they've been able to both practice, so it's been good. So both will be available.
Back to Jeff.
Yeah, Paul, you mentioned Julius Davis, what he's been able to do going from scout team to this year, but can you take us back in the recruiting process, what you guys liked about him? Because he had the one big year,
Yep.
but then he was injured and really didn't show you much. So I'm wondering if it was any sort of risk at all, just because of the injury he had, his senior year.
Yeah, it was. You're dead on as far as he's had a really good year, and that's what kind of started and cemented it. And Julius committed, fairly quickly to us, and then, like you said, senior year really didn't get to play a ton, and you've had other guys like that, and so there was really never a question. You just kind of believe, all right, they're going to do all they need to do, and I think it took a little bit longer than I certainly thought, and I think that can be hard for any young man to be coming in and when you're not truly healthy and you're trying to establish yourself. And so I think, there's in that way, and every guy's got their own journey, their own story, but Julius is, he's had to overcome some of that. And I think that's where I've been proud of kind of his response to, really the hand that was dealt to him. And as he's continued to grow, this year's been really big. I think just the way that he's approached it has been really important. It's a shame, he wasn't available for much in spring football, so it was really just the summer, you had a sense of it, but I thought from, we got back to fall camp, and I think he's been spot on in kind of his intentions and the way that he's gone about each day working. And I think that's what's been fun to see. And really, I think he's earned a ton of respect. And that's where going on scout team and the way that he put it out there every day. And I think that really opened up I don't want to say open up a lot of eyes, but it kind of just gave confidence, not just to those around him, but to himself, that you go all in on it and good things will happen. And I think he's feeling that, and that part's been good, and we got to continue now. It's right. That's what's interesting as the season progresses, everyone's got a role, and yet the roles can change. And I think, Julius is a good example of that. And you all of a sudden can't get ready for the one role just by doing nothing. He's been doing everything he can. Now the role is changing, but his approach can stay the same. And that's, I think, a great lesson really for everyone. But I think Julius has lived that, and therefore not excited the way that it's come about, but I am excited about the opportunity that he's, I foresee him getting.